Hi, I'm Isabel with the Farmer Success Team here at FarmRaise, and today I'm going to walk you through the payroll onboarding process. First, you will head to the app.farmraise.com and log into your account. You will then be taken to the dashboard where you will click on payroll in the top. You will then want to have your workers' information such as their name, email, and pay rate, your federal employer identification number, and your state and local tax information such as your withholding ID and your number and tax rate. You will also want to have your bank account routing information and number or your login information. You will then be able to enter your business name, whatever that is you go by to the public, as well as your legal business name that your federal employer identification number is located under, or the number that you file taxes under. And then you will need to list whether you are a business or a nonprofit, and then if you automatically want to record your payroll transactions in tracks. You will only be able to do this if your bank account is not linked in tracks, and then you will be able to select the bank account that you would like those transactions to go to if you have a manual account. You will then be able to start adding your worker information, such as their name, phone number, and email. This email is very important to get right because this is how you are going to send them their onboarding information to be able to upload their information for taxes. If you would like to add another worker, you can press yes and press continue. You will then be able to add another existing worker, their name, and then their email. And if you don't have any other workers to add, you can then press no and then continue. You will then be able to accept the terms and conditions and press continue. You can go ahead and press start to get started, and then you can select your desired first payday with FarmRaise. And it doesn't matter if you're not quite sure what the first payday is going to be yet, because you can change it. So if it's not your first payroll, you're gonna have to stop and wait till we get some more information from you. But if this is your first payroll, you can keep on going. So you will need to enter the street address where your team members are physically working, and then you can set this as your default location or your principal address, and that just means this is where your team is working. You want to make sure that you list all of the places that your team members are working, because if they're working in a different county or a different state, there could be different tax laws or different tax rates for those employees that are working at different locations. So you will want to add all of those. Next, you are going to be setting up pay groups. Here I'm setting it up as the last payday of the month for my salaried monthly workers. And then I did set this up as a default pay group for Daisy Duck, and I can press save. You can then add another pay group. Here you can see me adding a bi-weekly group. And so this will be a pay frequency for every other week. And then next you will be able to enter whether or not your employee is an employee or if they are a contractor. So a contractor would be a 1099 or a seasonal employee. If you need more help figuring out if they are an employee or a contractor, we do have some articles that can help you out with that. And then for the employee, I do have to finish set up for them, so I can't go on any farther until I press finish setup. And so I need to select if they're eligible for overtime, select their hire date, and then select the pay group that they are a part of. And then I also need to add their pay type, and so Daisy Duck is a salaried employee, effective her start date of September 2nd, and then I'll enter her salary amount for the year. And then I can submit that information. Next, you will need to fill in your tax information. So here you can have your default filing information if it's your default working location. If you have an EIN or you need help locating it, we do have some articles written for that. If you don't have it, we have an article to help you get one as well. And if you don't know your federal taxes or how often to pay, select semi-weekly. Each state is going to have different information that they require. So if you are not sure what information that you need to provide for your state, we do have an article for every state in our help center. Once you've entered the information and make sure that your account number is correct, you can press save and continue on to adding your company bank information. So here you'll be able to enter your routing number and your account number, where you will then need to do some micro deposit verifications, or you can link your bank account using Plaid, which does not require any micro deposit verifications. It's completely up to you on which route you want to take, and whatever is easiest for you. Either way, you're either going to have your routing number and your bank account number or your bank account login information. And then you will need to sign a debit authorization form for your taxes and your payroll. And then you can click to view the document and download the document to your computer if you would like to after you sign it. And then you can go ahead and close this, and then you will head to signing the company documents. Here, this is where you are going to be giving permission to Salsa, who is FarmRaise's payroll partner, to be able to file your payroll tax documents on behalf of your business. So Salsa is a full service payroll provider, and so they have to have authorization to file those documents for you. And so once again, you can sign the documents and then view those documents and keep those for your records if you like, but you will also have access to those documents in the document library. And then if you decided to use your bank account and your routing number, you will then need to verify over the next 1 to 2 business days the amounts that appeared in your bank account. So stepped out of it, but here I'm heading back in and I'm verifying the amounts of money that were added into my bank account to verify that it is actually my bank account. And then there I am, ready to go and run my first payroll. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to the FarmRaise team, and we look forward to supporting you in your payroll needs.